Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah Epo. I am a 2018-2019 Chevening alumni. So what this means is that I attained the UK Chevening Scholarship in the year 2018 to go study in the UK in a UK-based university for the period from 2018 to 2019, the 2018-2019 session. And since then, I've studied there. I was there till about early 2020 before I came back to my home country, Nigeria. And since then, I've been supporting persons who wish to gain the same privilege I gained. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step process of how to apply on the Chevening Scholarships application portal due to popular demand. So stay tuned to this video. I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking like this. I'm going to do more of demonstration, more practicals than the talk. So stay tuned. So I'm going to be sharing my screen now for you to have a look at what I'm doing. So I'm doing that now. I am going to share my browser with you. Yes. So this is my browser. So first step is to go to the Chevening website. So that's www.chevening.org. Oh, look at that, it's popped up already. Yes, so www.chevening.org. That's the website to go to. And yeah, when you open it, it's going to pop up. You should see something like this. And be mindful, because there are sites that are false. They are not real, they are not genuine, they impersonate the genuine one. So you see chevening.org like this, and with a padlock sign. The padlock sign usually means that the site is secure. So if you see that, then, and if you see this kind of outlook, then I believe you're on the correct site. So you also check okay, there's a cookies here. So you could go through the cookies and see. Cookies are just basically a kind of feature that allows the website to know what kind of information you would like to receive based on the site visits. I don't want to go into detail of that. So I'm going to accept recommended settings, and then we go ahead. So you could see here that if the Chevening application portal is not open, it will clearly indicate that applications would open at so time and date. So but it's open currently. So let me just scroll down so that you get to see the and it tells you Chevening applications are open, and it keeps on popping like signs here and there to tell you that okay, it is open. But if it's not open, it will clearly tell you same as well. So this is how the Chevening site looks like when you visit it. So yeah, so they don't have a top, they don't have a bottom to top arrow, I'm guessing, so I have to scroll back up. I hope I'm not being too fast with this though, but yeah, so these are some of our alumni. Yeah, these are stories. There's some articles that are usually posted here as well. And this is the apply. Apply, if you can click here to apply if you want to apply. This is the apply button. This is the news section, this latest updates, so you get to know what's happening in the Chevening community. And then you've got apply here again, and you've got apply here again. So take your time to look at explore this page as much as possible. Before, I recommend that before you start the application proper, you should click each and everything on this page, like go as far as you can to explore this page. So I'm going to click on the apply button, which I've done, and then you get to see this. So find out what's in your country or territory. Yes, you get to see this, but refine your search. So you see your country, your territory, and then select your award, because Chevening does it offers like a a range of awards, and these are according to these are the scholarships. So these are according to countries, these are according to regions. So you can either search this like by clicking on IBIS, like if you're from Bhutan, you could click on this Bhutan Chevening Scholarship, and then it will open the portal for you to fill in the necessary information. Then but if you don't want to go through the hassle of, for instance, like me, I'm Nigerian, I don't want to go all the way to letter N to search for it. I could just type in the search box, Nigeria. Yeah, see, that's it. And then I select my award. What do I want? This is a scholarship. So Chevening offers a scholarship award and a fellowship award. So the scholarship award is for a 1-year master's degree study in the UK, while the fellowship award is also a study in the UK, but it's not for masters per se, it's for more like specialized courses, usually for mid or advanced career professionals. So the fellowship is more of, and the fellowship might not be necessarily up to a year, but you can get more information on this on the Chevening website itself. So the more common out of the two, from my observation and in my opinion, is the scholarship, and that's what we're really hoping to apply for, right? So yeah, I've clicked on that, and I click the search button. Great. This is beautiful. So this redirects you to the Nigerian Chevening portal. Pardon me, there might be people from other countries that are watching this. I'm just doing this because I'm from Nigeria. If you're not from Nigeria, you don't have to go to the Nigerian Chevening portal. You put in your country, you type in your country name or your territory name, and it pops up, and then you'd apply from that portal. Because I'm Nigerian, that's why I clicked on the Nigeria portal. Yeah, I just wanted to be clear on that. So yeah, so this is it. And then it gives you a description. It gives you a description. Chevening is a UK government international scholarships program funded by the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office and partner organizations. We offer awards to study in the UK for 1 year on a fully funded master's degree program or course. Yes, so you could go down to read this. I cannot read every single thing, but you just like go through for the purpose of time. I want us to get right into it. So the information you need is right here. So you have to like really take your time to read this, to digest this, to internalize this. You can see courses, you can see eligibility, you can see references, you can see work experience. So whatever information you have or you need rather, and you're seeking, I believe this page will offer you that and even more. Yeah, there's also a frequently asked section of on the website, which once I come across later on, I would show you. So this is just and then Chevening has university partners as well. So what they mean by university partners are like universities that are in agreement with Chevening. Ideally is you could study in any university in the UK, but then according to my conversation with other persons who have attained the scholarship as well, there are some universities that are much more willing to take in Chevening scholars than others. I don't know why, I don't know the technicalities of such, but yeah, but it doesn't mean that you can't apply to any university in the UK. You can, but you check in with the maybe if you know somebody who is a Chevening scholar, you find out, you maybe do a search on LinkedIn to see if, okay, this person went to a particular school you're going to, or you could ask around, or you could check on the website. Yeah, you could check on the website, or if you're searching on the school itself, for instance, if you go to Bournemouth University, if you click on Bournemouth University, so this, if I click on it, it's going to redirect me to the official Bournemouth University site. And then for every university in the UK, or at least most universities, when I was doing my research for universities, there is a section dedicated to scholarships, to grants, and under that section, you find the list of scholarships that that university offers, or that university is in partnership with other bodies in terms of scholarship. So if you go to Bournemouth University, I'm not surprised if you check out the scholarship section or the tuition free section or whatever is named, you would get to see something similar to that. And then you would, if Chevening is their partner in terms of offering scholarships to persons who come into the university through Chevening, it's going to be listed that there underneath the scholarship section of Bournemouth University, that Chevening is part of the programs that Chevening is part of their scholarship or sponsorship partners. So yeah, that's it for now. Let's go down. So there's a list of universities here. All these are partner universities. Bear in mind that it's not all the universities in the UK that are here. So this is my university, University of Sussex. I'm a proud, successful scholar. That's what I like to call myself, successful scholar. So yeah, so these are just some of the universities here. Okay, so we go back up again. Oh yes, see the frequently asked questions. So any question that you're seeking help on, if peradventure maybe you reach out to me, I might be swamped with work or something and I'm not able to answer, to respond to your inquiries, you could just look up here, or you could look up here first, and then if there's any thing that you feel, oh, this area did not address to your understanding, then you can reach out to me. But I really advise you to look at this FAQs, this frequently asked questions. It's very, very vital. Like when I was applying and doing my research, I visited this FAQs like so many times. I can't count. So let's go back up. Again, you have to use your fingers, you have to use your mouse rather to scroll back up. So let's go to the apply, shall we? But I advise you to, again, to really, really check out this site, do your research, read everything. So I've clicked on the apply section and I'm waiting for it to open. Great. So now we are at the apply section and it's still loading, I guess. Okay, it looks like it's completely done, but anyways, UK government. So they explicitly tell you when the portal is closing. So this is the closing date of the portal for this year, 2021. So 2nd November 2021 at 12 noon Greenwich Meridian time, GMT. So check with your time zone if this tallies with this. If it doesn't, try and ensure that you have the deadline turning before the time indicated in here. Even if it doesn't tally with GMT, it's fine, but just ensure, for instance, if you're staying in the US, and I believe US is like 5 hours behind the GMT time zone, so make sure that you turn in your application before the 12 GMT. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So that's just an instance. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to put my email and password here. So okay, so this, I'm choosing this, and then password. Okay. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. This is an error. I'm going to go, like, I'm going to read this. So I have on this my first time creating. Okay, on this, for the purpose of this video, sorry if I am causing a bit of confusion here, but I have applied for Chevening. Yes, I've gotten the Chevening portal, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be acting like it's my very first time applying on the Chevening portal. So please bear that in mind. Sorry if I've confused you. We are not using the login function because I am acting as a first time applicant. So rather, I'm going to the register here because I'm new to the system, like I just explained. And yes, it's redirecting me to where I'm going to register because I'm a first timer. Okay, so policies. So it's got policy, privacy policy, and cookie policy, which is requiring me to read out or to read, to read point. Okay, so it's redirected me to this. So just skim through. Luckily, the policy isn't so lengthy. You know, policies are usually lengthy, but this one is looking quite okay. Something that I could just, and I'm a fast reader, so don't worry, I'm not going to take ages before we get to before we get to continue our application. So, but make sure you really read this just in case there's anything you're not clear about. Okay, so privacy notice, this is where it's going to basically tell you that, okay, we're going to collect your data, you're going to collect your information, and it's going to tell you their information, where the controller of the personal data is, their address for accountability purposes, so that in future, if there's a breach of like information disclosure, either at your end or their end, there's not going to be any like too much back and forth, because from the start they had already told you that we are going to collect your information. So okay, this one is much more lengthy, so for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to read each and every other part of this, but yeah, you need to read through it though if you're really applying. Go through it and then get to understand it before we proceed with the application. Okay, so we're back here and I have clicked on the links, and let's assume that I read it, and let's move on to the next step, which is the accept button, right? Look, it's so bright and shiny. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, we're here now. So contact information, right? So title, this is a title. So Miss, I am a Miss at the moment, or the preferred title. I don't have a preferred title. So I'm gonna put my name. So Sarah is my name. Egbo. Or should I use Sassy Scholar? Yeah, I think I should. This isn't a live, so I would have passed and then I'll get to get information from you. But nonetheless, it's fine. Okay, I would like to use my other name since I have registered before. I don't want a situation where registered before in real life, but hypothetically for the purpose of this video again. Yeah. So last name, that's my middle name. My middle name is Oparo. It's a name from Delta State, Nigeria. Very beautiful name. Name I prefer to be called. Sassy Scholar. Yay! So you get to see that I get to still use my nickname. And then my email address. I'm gonna put April01. Yeah, that's my email address. And then my telephone number. The telephone number necessary? I think not. So I could just keep that. Anyone that has the red asterisk it means it's quite necessary. So Skype ID, if you have, you could put as well. Address line. This was my address while in the UK, and for some reason Google still has it stored as part of my details. So you see things automatically popping up as I'm trying to fill the form. It's just it's Google doing the job that I asked it to do some time ago. So address line, let's just say Abuja, Nigeria. Abuja, Nigeria. 90%. Okay, it still has, okay, address line 1. Okay, so let's put 27 Niger, since Niger kept on popping up. So Niger Street. Yeah. Wow. Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so let's use 27 Niger Street, Lagos. Oh, okay. Wow, this is good. Okay, and then it changed to Hamza's Close. I don't know why it did that. Anyways, let's move on to the next. But please confirm that your address is correct. If it's doing this to you, please ensure that you type in the correct address. You could overlook the suggestions it's given and then type in that. So for it provided the other. So the current resident. So Nigeria. So I'm going to click on an N and then just scroll down until I see my beloved country and then enter. Click the enter button. So please verify and confirm the details entered by checking the box below. Yes, I have checked the details carefully. I understand that once submitted, these details that cannot be changed, and entering the wrong details might result in the application being rejected. Please take this into consideration, take this to heart. Like I said, you have to go through this, ensure that your details are correct. If they are incorrect, correct them before you go ahead with your application. So let's click on this and then click the submit button. Okay, so thank you for registering. A link to activate your account will be emailed to you. Okay, so I'm going to check my account now. Great, so I've opened my email inbox and there the link is. I've opened the mail gotten from Chevening. Yeah, this is the link that enables the activation of my application account. So it says, please go to the address below to activate your account and set your password. So it's giving me a username. Okay, all right. When returning to Smart Symbol, log in at the address below. So this is my username, is my email, and this is the address. Well, let's activate the account right. Okay, so in this part is going to be a part where I'm going to put in my password and ensure that it is adhering to all these instructions here. Okay, so I've put in my password and it adheres to this, and I'm clicking the submit button now. Grand. So this is my profile. So I have to complete my profile now. So recall that I'd already put this in at the start of the application. So I'm just going to do my best to put in the most vital information. So I'm gonna put my date of birth. I could just pick any date really, it doesn't have to be the exact date. And mind you, Chevening doesn't have an age limit. So if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, okay, I'm not sure about that range, but yeah, Chevening doesn't have an age limit really. So far you've got the grit and the guts to go for it, then why not? You're quite good to go. So let me just type this. You also have the liberty of typing this in. So 1508 1960. Okay. Okay, so click save to calculate your age after your date of birth has been entered. Okay, that's interesting. Country or territory of citizenship. I am Nigerian, so we're going to go on the end line. Wait, do you hold dual citizenship? No, I don't. Country or territory of birth, Nigeria once again. So we're going down until we see Nigeria. State, province, region of birth. Without a state, yeah. So save, because it requested me to save, right? 61. Oh, nice. And then that's not my real age though. I just put it there to just fill in something. So validate profile. So, oh, state, province, region can be empty. Okay. I didn't put, oh, okay. State, province, region. Okay, Lagos. Okay, so let's see if we can validate the profile. Okay, so my contact profile is completed. So I click here to view my home page. Okay, so go to available open awards to see awards for which you might be eligible. Submit application at early confidence. So you've got this. So it's just a dashboard that shows you like the state of things in terms of applications in progress, applications that submitted, unsuccessful applications, according to you rather. That's in, for instance, if you're still applying, if it's in progress, is like you haven't clicked the submission button yet, it's going to be in progress, it's going to indicate here 1. If you're submitted, it's going to indicate here 1. If the outcome of the applications happens and you are not selected, it will be indicated here as a 1. And if you have been selected or you are on reserve, your offer is conditional. It's not something that has been like fully decided by the Chevening board, then it's going to be here. So let's go to available open awards. Great. So list of awards that are available in your citizenship or country. Okay. Clicking my applications. Yeah, this is what I just explained now. Number above indicates the total number of applications successfully submitted. All right. So see the available Chevening awards that I'm eligible for. So like I said, I'm Nigerian, so I went to the Nigerian Chevening section to apply for this, and this is what has popped up. Then this is also another Chevening award. So like I said, the Chevening offers 2 kinds of awards. So it's got the Chevening Scholarship for masters and then the fellowship for specialized courses. So I am going for the Nigerian Chevening Scholarships and I've clicked apply. Great. So this is the eligibility section. This is where they sieve out a lot unnecessary application. Like if you're not eligible, they just try not to waste your time to go further with it, because I mean, it's the best for both parties. So, are you a citizen of a Chevening eligible country or territory? Yes, I am. Will you return to your country or territory through which you're applying for a Chevening award for a minimum of 2 years after your award has ended? This is important because the whole idea of this Chevening scholarship is for you to go to the UK to learn the skills, the knowledge, to be able to adopt those things, imbibe those things, and come back to your home country and make a difference. And they believe that you need to do that for at least a period of 2 years before you think of, okay, flying out to any other country or even back to the UK to go study or go work or go do other things. So it's very vital for you to, if you want to go to the UK and you want to stay in the UK and you don't want to come back to your country, I advise you don't go for the scholarship, because that's not the mandate really. The mandate is for them to train, to give you that platform rather, for you to grow, for you to learn, for you to have skills that you bring back and make positive changes in your home country. So for me, I'm in agreement with this, so I'm going to click on the yes. So do you have an undergraduate degree that will enable you to gain entry into a postgraduate program as a UK university? This is typically equivalent to an upper second class, that's a 2-1 honors degree in the UK. So this question is quite important, and Nigeria, because it's a former colony of the UK, our educational systems are quite similar, particularly in terms of certifications. So we do the grading system like this as well. So this upper second class 2-1 honors, like for me, for instance, I graduated with 2-1. So this term is not new to me. There's a 2-1, there's a 2-2, there's a second class lower, and there's a 3, that's a third class, that's like a pass level upon graduation, like it's next to fail, to put it in plain terms. So, but if your country has like a different kind of grading system, I advise you to do your research. You could do like a simple Google search and then compare what the UK's grading system is like, compare it with your country's grading system, and get to do the conversion so that you get to see if you're eligible for this or not. So yeah, so I do have, and mind you, people with a 2-2 can still apply, and even a third class. I learned about a person that had a third class. You could apply, but there are other things that you have to make up for in the academic category that would make them consider your application, but it's worth giving it a shot. So yes. And you need to have graduated from a university. I need to spell that out. That's important. Unfortunately, Chevening doesn't accept persons that are graduates of polytechnics, monotechnics, colleges of education, other forms of tertiary institution aside the universities, because that is the system, that is the class of tertiary institutions that they recognize, and they, in partnership with the UK universities, recognize. But you could check the frequently asked questions section of the Chevening official website to confirm that. But from my own knowledge and from interactions with other scholars and alumni, this is the deal. It's usually people who have graduated from university. They're the ones that are eligible for this. So either you've graduated or you're completing your like final year degree. You know that before the year ends, before let's say a month or two after the close of application tops, you should have your transcripts or results. That's how close you are to graduating. So these are the kinds of people that are eligible. Okay, so moving on to the next step. Pardon me, I have to explain this because there are lots of questions around this, and it wouldn't just make sense for me to just be clicking without giving a detailed explanation on this. So it's good I explain this so that you get to know what you're getting into. So do you have a minimum work experience as stated below? So 2 years, yes, I do. If you don't, you have to like you have to really check yourself. If you don't, you have to then wait until you get a 2-year minimum experience before you apply. Are you at least 18 years of age? Yes. Will you have completed your undergraduate degree before the date of submitting this application? Yes. Are you applying for a scholarship for a course of study commencing the UK autumn term 2022? Yes. For a scholarship for a course of study commencing. Yes. So what that basically means is that are you applying for the next session? So this is 2021 year. This is the month of August, as at the time of this recording, August 2021. And then the next section for schools in the UK to admit persons, aside the January session, is the September session, which they usually call autumn, the August-September session. So yes, I'm applying for that. Yeah, so and Chevening usually I'm going to click submit and then explain what I'm about to say. Chevening usually sponsors scholars for the August-September session, not the January session. I'm not sure. I don't know why in particular, but yeah, that's how they usually do it. So August-September it is. Oh yeah, it's in line with their timeline actually, because if they take in for January intakes, that might scatter the timeline they have, and they're quite organized. They have a way of doing things. So do you aspire to be, or are you already a leader, decision maker, or opinion former in your home country or territory? This question is vital. And like I said, you have to check up the Chevening website, you have to do your research. And if you have really done your homework on the Chevening website, you've done your research, I mean by that, you would see that Chevening is a body of persons who are change makers, who are leaders, who are status quo changers. They're the ones that they're the lights in the community. They're the ones that do good either in little or big capacity. So that's what Chevening is looking for in you. Even if you might have graduated with a second class, lower or third class, the key thing is for you to be able to exhibit those strengths of a leader in your application. And that's who they're looking for. That's who they're looking for to take in. So if you are one already, that's great. If you aspire to be a change maker, a leader, a decision maker, opinion, that's great. And you could go ahead for that. Are you a British citizen? No, I'm not, because I've already clicked on dual citizenship. If you have a dual citizenship, please check the FAQs again on how to go about this. Have you previously studied in the UK with funding from a UK government-funded scholarship? No, I haven't. And I'm assuming many persons haven't as well. But if you have, please check FAQs on how to respond to this question before you go ahead. Have you been employed in a permanent, temporary, or internship role since July 2019 by the UK government, the British Council, or the Association of Commonwealth Universities? No, I haven't. Okay, so have any of your immediate relatives been employed by the above organizations since July 2019? No, they haven't. So submit pre-screen. So if you're not sure about these questions, that's why you have the save draft section. If you're not sure about those questions, you could always save the draft and then come back once you're sure of your decision on what you want to select in that section. So yes, so this is the gold, guys. This is the place where you get to spend your time applying for the scholarship. This is my application portal, as you can see. So we've answered the pre-assessment questions. Those are the eligibility testers to know if it's worth it for me to go through with this application, or if I'm wasting my time and I need to go and meet up with the requirements before I get back into it. So yeah, so let's have a tour, shall we? So this is the first section. So this is background. This part has my personal details. It has my contact details. It has my education. So you put in your education details here. So you have your study, you put your course of study, you put your name of institution, you put the dates, like the date you, from what date or what month to what month and year. For instance, if I entered the university in August 2009 and I graduated like 4 years later, so like September 2012 or so, you put that as well. So type of type of the degree, and then the subject of the degree, the course of the degree, the scale of the degree, and the results. What result did you graduate with? If you've graduated, you put that in as well. So this is work experience section. So a Chevening Scholarship requires you to have at least 2 years work experience at the time of submitting your application. Work experience may include full-time, part-time, voluntary, paid or unpaid internships, freelancing, and self-employment positions. So see, there you have it on what work experience should cover. And they also have a link. You can see this part that is highlighting once my cursor hovers over it. So you get this, when you click on it, it's going to redirect you to another page that is going to give you detailed information on what they require from you in terms of work experience, and even how to calculate your work hours, because they have a minimum number of hours that they're looking for in terms of calculating that at least 2 years work experience. So you could have like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years work experience, that's fine, provided that it's above the 2-year work experience. And another thing for the 2-year work experience, it could be, it doesn't have to be like 2 complete years of working. It could be like work experience in terms of you worked like maybe the first quarter of year 1, and then year 2, the second quarter, and then year 3, the third quarter, and then year 4, the fourth quarter or so. So you could have like a range of years split and time. It doesn't have to be like 2 full years of work, because they expect that, okay, you must have studied at a point, right? So you can't really merge studies with work. I hope that is clear. And if that isn't, please check the work experience section. So are you currently employed in full or part-time work, in voluntary or internship role? You respond to that. So enter your work experience details. You also respond to that. So this is the second part. This is essay questions. So this is the part where you get to put in the essays. There are 4 wonderful essays that you get to do, a maximum of 500 words. And then application information. So your university details. So 3 courses and 3 different universities you put in here as well. And then immigration story. And then the terms and the conditions. These are the terms and conditions over here. And then upload documents. This is the open and upload documents, necessary documents here, like reference letters. And then there's also like an equal opportunity section that you put in here. And then where did you have here about Chevening? So unconditional offers, Refreeze names and contacts. So passport ID, if you don't have at the moment, that's fine, but you could put in any form of ID. Yeah, so, and then when you're done, you click submit to Chevening, and really that's it, honestly. So this is just the briefer. This is really just a briefer. I don't want to bore you too much. I don't want to bore you too much on like every nitty-gritty. The key thing is just for you to like go through this site really well. There's also like areas by the bar which you could check out. The sidebar, so reference letter, equal opportunities. Yeah, explore. And the good thing about this is that you could always save, and also your responses, you could do like, you copy out all these things in an offline document, maybe like a Word document or Google Doc, depending on what you're comfortable with. And then you get to fill the information with time at your convenience, provided you do everything before the deadline. And if you haven't applied before and you're hoping to apply, start now. Like after seeing this video, like start filling the details as soon as you can, so that you won't have to be rushing to put in everything like at the last minute, which like leads you quite prone to having to do things like with errors and everything. So that's it really. So, and you can do your work offline, and then when you're ready, you put everything online and then submit, and that's it. Okay, so leadership and influence. This is like the crux of the application. This is the part that I advise you to really take your time to do your research on it, write your story well, and then even after you've like done your draft on these essays, you could also share it with persons to proofread for you in case of grammatical errors or the fact that your story is not coherent or convincing enough. And then when they do that, you make sure you give them in good time to have a look at it and respond to you, so that in good time, so that you get to turn in your application in good time. So I'm just going to briefly read this out for you on hearing. So Chevening, this is the first essay, leadership and influence. Chevening is looking for individuals who will be future leaders or influencers in their home countries. Explain how you meet this requirement using clear examples of your own leadership and influencing skills to support your answer. So minimum word count is 100 words, maximum word count is 500 words. Second one, so when you can see that it's text boxes. So if you're working offline, when you're done with your offline draft, you could just copy the words and paste. You don't have to upload like a document in this section. So the second essay is relationship building and shared learning. Okay, wow, it used to be known as networking essay in my time when I submitted, and even prior to my time. Just noticing now that it's been changed to relationship building and shared learning. So if you see this instead of the networking essay, it's totally fine. It's okay. I mean, we're all prone to changes, right? So this is still the same thing. So for this essay, Chevening is looking for individuals with strong professional relationship building skills who would engage in the Chevening community and influence and lead others in their chosen profession. Please explain how you build and maintain relationship in a professional capacity, using clear examples of how you currently do this, and outline how you hope to use these skills in the future. Minimum word count 100 words, maximum word count 500 words. Please keep to the instructions. If the word count is 500 words max, please do not go past that. Don't make it 501. It's rather better to have it at 449 words than to have it at 501, because little things like that could disqualify you. Going above the instructions, it could be a no-no to them, and yeah, it will cost you. So the third essay is studying in the UK. So this one says, outline why you have selected your chosen degree, university courses, and explain how this relates to your previous academic or professional experience and your plans for the future. Please enter new information and examples here, and not duplicate the information you have entered on the work experience and education section of this form. Again, minimum is 100 words and maximum is 500 words. Then the fourth essay is career plan. Career plan, this is a very interesting essay. All four essays are quite interesting, honestly. So how I like to see it is that the leadership and the networking are like your past and present. How in my own opinion, how it is like. And then the study in the UK is like the near future, like if you're accepted into the Chevening community, if you're given the scholarship, where would you like to study? That's how I like to say it. And then the career plan is still having to do with the past and then the present and the future, in the sense that it's going to talk about your past work. You're going to talk about your past work experience. You're going to talk about what you're doing presently, and then your future in terms of short-term goals. What are your short-term goals? Where do you plan to work in the like shortest time after study? After coming to your home country, it would be good to indicate that in the essay so that they will know that, okay, this person is actually serious about coming back to their home country to make the change. So short-term plans like, okay, post-studies, what do you intend to do? Where do you intend to work at? Or what organization do you intend to run? Mid-career plan or mid-goals, what do you want to do after the short while in the midterm? That the long term is going to be like, okay, years later, and you could do it in terms of years. So short term could be like under 5 years, mid-term could be like 5 to 8 years range, then long term could be like 10 years and above. This is entirely up to you to tweak. This is just a suggestion based on my own experience, based on my interactions with others, but feel free to do it according to the way suits you best and how you feel it's best convincing for you to have increased chances of getting the scholarship. So yeah, so the question, sorry, I rambled about this essay before I read out the question. So career plan, Chevening is looking for individuals who have a clear post-study career plan. Please outline your immediate plans upon returning home and your longer term career goals. You might wish to consider how this relates to what the UK government is doing in your country. Aha, that's a good one. You know, the UK priority areas, they are in every country, there are areas that the UK government is particularly interested in. So please check them out, do your research. You could go to the FCDO, that's the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office, the UK FCDO. Once you just type it, UK FCDO, UK Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office. Once you just type it in, the official site will pop up, and then when you get there, just the way we saw like Chevening according to territories, countries, you get to see it over there too. So you get to search up your own country and get to see what the UK government is doing in your country. And then from there, you try to align it with what you're doing, what your aspirations are, what your career aspirations are, and then try to like, there should be a coherent flow. It shouldn't be disjointed. So yeah, again, minimum is 100 words, maximum is 500 words. So I believe I have really given you a tour of this application portal. I am not going to be filling in the details. I just wanted to show you how it looks like. I just wanted to show you how to like start the application. The rest is entirely up to you. But if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have any areas that you feel I should still explain further on, feel free to drop it in the comment box. Feel free to reach out to me and ask me about it, and I will do my possible best to respond to that. So yes, that is it. So I'm just going over again slowly. I feel I rushed over the first time on the other portals. So after the essay portals, there's like the next one that has to do with imputing your university application details for the schools and the courses you want to go to. And yeah, so this is immigration. It's under the study details. So all these are entirely up to you to answer. All these are entirely up to you to answer. Please look carefully and respond to the questions appropriately. Okay, so I'm wrapping up now. It's been a good time. Terms and conditions. This is the terms and conditions. This is what they require of you to respond to so that they would know, they would let you know what you're getting yourself into, and you would also make an informed decision so that it won't feel like, oh, you're being cheated. All right, so last but not the least, upload documents and submit. So before submitting your application, please take time to complete the below sections, which will help in improving aspects of the Chevening program. Okay. And it is important that you can only submit one Chevening application each year. So try as much as possible. Do not make any mistakes, because if you try to resubmit, it's not going to count the second submission. It's going to count only the first. And when they see like 2 submissions, if it goes through per se, they would look at it like this person is not as not someone that pays attention to details, and honestly that reduces the chances of getting the scholarship. Well, anyways, that's just me saying, rather. I'm not the one to say for the Chevening board. That's just my own opinion. Okay, so please provide correct information. This is quite vital, because if you're granted the award, any information provided in your application that is found to be misleading, false, or incorrect may result in them taking the award from you. And not only that, all the money they're going to be giving you in the award, because the award covers not just funding of your tuition at the school, but they're also going to give you monthly stipends of at least £1,000. At least £1,000. That's money. So that, and another perks that you wouldn't want to lie to get, trust me. These people are people of honesty and integrity, and they expect you to be the same. So please and please do not lie. And don't disclose vital information as well. So please go over this carefully. Please answer the question appropriately. Like I said, this is equal opportunities. If there's any questions, any answers that you need to pay attention to do your research, to be quite sure about before you answer them, please do so. So where did you hear about Chevening? Let me see the options here. Okay. Other. Okay, nice. So you could put where you heard about Chevening. Major factors that led you to apply to Chevening. Have you applied to Chevening in previous years? Please, if you have, do not say no. Please put yes. There are people of honesty, and if the fact that you applied the year before and you didn't get it, it doesn't mean that they are going to turn down your application based on the former one. No. A fresh application is a fresh application. In their eyes, they'll be taking you in as if it's the first time. So have you considered applying for any other scholarship funding? If you have, you could put it in. You don't have to say, oh no, meanwhile is yes in truth, or it's entirely up to your decision. But they wouldn't want a situation. They just wanted to be in the know, because they know that they are not the only scholarship funding bodies. There are lots of scholarship funding bodies. So they just want to know. It's not like they're going to use that information against you. So you could provide details about the other ones. That's entirely up to you to fill. Okay, so completed education and documents. This is where you're going to be putting your certificates and transcripts for your undergraduate degree. This must be uploaded before 22nd February 2022. So good news, this is good news. So if your transcripts or your certificates aren't ready as at the close of this Chevening portal, that's fine. You could always come back to upload them by 22nd of February 2022. That's good news, right? Conditional offers of proposed courses of studies. If you have any already from UK universities that they're already willing to accept you to study in their university in the UK, you could put on up the documents indicating that gotten from the school, indicating that you've been accepted, the conditional offer to come study at the school, and then it mentions the cost as well. And if you've got one for unconditional offers. Okay, so people usually ask, what's the difference between conditional and unconditional offer? So conditional offer means that you've applied to the university, they've considered your application, that's after putting in a statement of purpose and other required documents, maybe reference letters, maybe your transcript, certificate, depending on how the university's application portal is, what their requirements are. If you've gone through that phase and the school sees that, well, this person is a good fit for our school, this person could come in study, they would give you an offer called the conditional offer. So this is like a first step saying, okay, wow, we would like you to come study with us. But on the condition that, and for UK schools, the condition is usually for you to provide an evidence of English knowledge in terms of being able to speak, write, read, listen to English. So that's where the English tests come in. That's where TOEFL, that's where GRE, that's where PT, pardon me, not GRE. That's where TOEFL, that's where IELTS, that's where PT comes in. For the Chevening body itself, for this application portal, you do not need to put in any English test evidence. You don't need to, or English test results rather. Chevening itself as a body no longer requires that. Before they used to require that, but now they don't, so you don't have to worry about that. Is the school that you're applying to, depending on the school, there are some schools that require it, there are some schools that don't require it. So do your research on the universities that you're looking out for. Go to their sites, look at the requirements, make sure you check out the requirements in terms of English, in terms of your certificates, in terms of what you're supposed to submit. So on the condition, we're back to conditional offer. On the condition that usually, the condition is usually you provide an English test result as a form of evidence that you could speak and write English, or a letter from your employer, or one thing or the other that shows that you can speak English, you can write English, you're okay in living in an English environment. So yeah, that's what the conditional offer is. So once you fulfill that, let's say you've been able to turn in an English test result. Once you fulfill that, and they usually give a deadline for that, you turn it in before so date. So once you get the hang of that day, once you get that letter and the date is pretty close, I advise you to quickly book for your English test if you have to take one. Do it and then get the results out and then send it back to them on or before the deadline specified. So once you have that done, that means you've met their condition. And mind you, I just said English test as a condition. It could be not just English test, it could be another documents that they require from you. So be sure to read the instructions from the university that you're applying to and meet up with their condition. So once you've met up with the condition, they're going to send you another offer letter, which is called the unconditional offer. So the unconditional offer in this sense means that you have met the conditions that the school required of you to meet. So following that, that means you are free to come to the school at any time T, provided you can either pay the money, maybe a self-funding, or someone is funding you, in this case, Chevening perhaps. So yeah, that's the difference between conditional and unconditional offer. I hope you got that. So that's it from me in terms of explanations on that. Okay, so the next one is referees names and contacts. Yes, so referees you can use to, it's ideally usually 2 referees. Yeah, 2 referees. So so please read this, and you have to submit your, they have to, the references, or the referees rather, depending on the language you prefer to describe them in, or the words you prefer to describe them as. So they have to turn in reference letters no later than 22nd of February 2022. So if you're not sure of who you want to be a referee, please start reaching out to people that you believe will put in a good word for you. And usually it's 2 referees, so you could have, they usually advise you should have at least 1 academic and 1 professional referee. Usually is 1 academic and 1 professional referee. But if I believe they maybe they could agree for 2 academic references. But again, please check the FAQs. I'm not so sure about that. Please check the FAQs for verification. Check that. So passport ID documents, like I mentioned, it's not something you have to put immediately. Feedback. Final submission statement. This is where you read. And assessing your information during and after time of UK. Sorry, I'm trying to read fast and talk to myself. Okay, so this is just them in summary telling you that you should make sure your information is true and correct. Understand that whatever it is that is not adding up could lead to your disqualification on the application. And yeah, they're just advising you to read the terms and conditions, and then also read out the data protection and privacy statement, and also agree to it. So once you're done reading, applying, do your own research, so you can now click the submit to Chevening button. So even if I click this now, I'm not going to click this now, but even if I click this now, it wouldn't go through because there are so many important sections that I am yet to put in something there. For instance, like the school information, like the essays, all that needs to be filled in before I can be able to submit my application. So yes, that's it from me to you. I wish you all the best, really. I wish you all the best. Like I said, if there's any information that you need from me, if before you reach out to me, I need you to check out www.chevening.org. Explore the site extensively. Check out the FAQ section. FAQ stands for frequently asked section, and you get to see the questions. There are tons of questions there, and answers to those questions are there as well. So do your research on the Chevening website, and if there are anything that you still feel unclear about, then you can reach out to me. So that's it from me to you. Take care and good luck in your applications.